Welcome into our penultimate game with the UKBBL necromantic UKBBL second last game of the season. We've got our necromantic team actually looking pretty good now. It's taken a while, but the team is now looking pretty great, honestly. Like, we've got 2 block golems, we've got a guard wraith, we've got a blodge wolf, we've got a block wolf, we've got Sherhan School, we've got some nice randoms. In fact, we actually could buy the second ghoul. Let's quickly check our opponent's TV. No, we don't want to because we'll give them a wizard. So we won't buy the second ghoul just yet. So that is our roster. Our opponent, Dog Boy, is on nobility. Second time tonight we play this nobility, isn't it? They've got pretty like baby looking nobility team. They haven't got any guard here, which is definitely a bit of a bummer for them, because that's a good skill to have on your bodyguards on Imperial Nobility. They have got 2 nice blitzers, dodge and tackle on both of them. I don't know if I would have gone for tackle on both. I think there's other good skills they can take. I think they go quite well with sidestep. I think you could have fun building a frenzy one, but it's definitely not like a bad skill, right? Like, tackle on your fastest player is pretty nice, like especially like as a contrast to the wrestle here. I think you could have gone sure hands on one of them as well, made it into like a ball carrier. Kind of a weird team for that though. Like, the way the team is designed, nobility, you kind of want to like use the thrower to pick the ball up and then hand off to the blitzers because they've got catch. But then like you're risking an extra 3+, which is never good. So I think probably in the long run you do still just want to make one of these a ball carrier. But yeah, they're weird. I don't know. Like, I played them in tabletop for a couple of seasons in our local tabletop league, and I wound up doing a surprising number of passes. But I think that was just because like the offense was like always bad. So I was just trying to like score as quick as I could and get off offense, because the defense is good. The defense is good because you've got all the stand firm and wrestle, and you've got fend, which is quite an annoying skill as well. So yeah, got how many players? 16 minus 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's then 12 minus knowledge. They've only got 11 players actually. Can't get a bench. That's rough for them because yeah, they are a team with not the highest armor. They can definitely get banged out. I think it's one of those matchups that actually isn't like the best matchup for necromantic always, because some of the things you do well, like the frenzy, they counter really well. Like both teams are just kind of good at getting in each other's way. The necromantic are good at getting in the way of the imperial, but the imperial are also good at getting in the way of the necro. But the thing that maybe makes us in a better position here is just that we have the guard advantage. Only 1 guard, but it's better than no guard. And then we've got the strength advantage because we've got these 2 strength 4, and they've both got block as well. So we'll see. We're definitely like higher value, so they could get a bribe or something as well. They said 9 o'clock, but they're not currently online, so we'll sit tight until they appear. There they have appeared. There we go. Let's go. Have a good stream after Serve Aliens with a nice cover of Liberty. Oh, enjoy that, Starfed. Is that Helldivers? Hey, Hex. Who's got a fun weekend lined up? Who has got exciting weekend activities lined up for themselves here over the next couple of days? I have got absolutely nothing particularly exciting lined up for the next couple of days, because life has been extremely chaotic the last week. A lot of things have gone wrong this week. It's been that sort of month, and it has definitely been that sort of week. And so I think tomorrow is going to be trying to do some of the many things that I didn't get done because of the week going wrong a lot. Thanks, Meth. Yeah, I would not mind a bit of stopping time. Yes, definitely. It's been a stressful bit, and it's about to get very, very busy again, and then I'm going to go away. So probably a calm weekend is not a bad thing. Hype is going to see a roller derby match. It's fun. There's quite a big like roller derby scene. Like it's quite, I say a big roller derby scene, but the roller derby team in Brighton where I live is definitely like a very I don't know what the right word is. Like big doesn't feel like the right word, but it's a team that definitely is competitive and has a pretty good following, I think, for roller derby. Can we put this on the line given they haven't got guard? Because that's strength 4 guard, strength 4. I feel like that's going to be hard for them to hit. I also feel like this is one of those times when you think that and then it isn't. But why don't we find out? Why don't we, like we've been doing all through this necromantic run, say, hey, I don't fully know if this is correct, but the best way to learn sometimes is by doing. Meth is meeting a friend from uni I haven't seen for a decade. Oh, amazing. Did you go to university in England, Meth, or did you do it in Spain? Like, is that a friend from Spain or is that from... Oh, neither. Not England nor Spain. Scotland, Aberdeen, amazing. Sorry, she's replying to my phone, I was saying. Scotland, but from the US. Oh, I love that. I haven't seen any of my uni friends in forever. One of my uni friends moved to Spain actually because I lived with like I had a weird time at uni. Like my first year, like with first year you always get lumped in with people you don't know. Like I had a mixed group the first year where it's some people who were alright and some who were a bit like always arguing with each other. Second year I wound up slightly living with people who were not like the people I got on with the best. But the third year I lived with four people who were just like such good energy. Like I was such a lucky, like I felt very lucky to have found those people I lived with in my last year. But I have sort of drifted from all of them. I haven't heard from any of them in ages, so it'd be really nice to catch up with them. One of them moved to Spain. She married. Traveled to Spain. I think she was doing teaching for a year after university. Met someone, liked him, didn't leave. I'm trying to remember where in Spain. I would have known where she was in Spain for a while. I can't remember. I think it was near Valencia. That shows how much the drifting has happened. Spain and UK having our exchange of migrants. Well, exactly. A good exchange. I think Spain definitely did well getting Katie. Katie was lovely. And we clearly did well getting there. Instant KO for Dukes. Shepard's looking forward to the Women's Rugby World Cup. Oh, nice. I do not know much about rugby, so I did not know that was happening, but that's very cool. Full POW. No armor break. Is this a dicing? Where are we going? feel like we're like splitting their team here, right? Like that's what's going on. Maybe that's just staying where it is. I think sticking a zombie on you and then maybe like another zombie on you is not a bad thing because that just keeps that stuck on something that isn't very exciting. I think we want to take this hit. I don't know, maybe this is too aggressive. I don't really like know. I'm not good at the herb derb base stuff, but I think you're supposed to do a bit of it with this team. Like this feels like a team that's kind of built to do some of that. Pro, not needed. Oh, random cast for our professional zombie. What a professional zombie. Vitriolic monkey is. Quite a decent start for us here, isn't it? Turn one of our defence. We've already removed 2 players. Hey, kind sir. I bought a new one, kind sir. New mic, who dis? Yeah, I had to. I needed it to work for my work as well as for this, so I took it, like I went to the laptop shop because my laptop broke this week, among the many things that went wrong this week. So I went to the laptop shop with both my laptop and my mic, and I was like, I have 2 problems. And they said that the mic is, they're too fiddly for them to fix, basically, like, because it's like glued. They're like, by the time you do the fix, it's actually like not worth it financially. So just had to buy a new one. Which I'm not excited about having spent the money on, but again, I need it for my work as well as for streaming. So sometimes you just gotta suck it up. Check the PWHL. What's the PWHL? Alex Triple Jump says, what about NFL? I used to follow the NFL, actually. Like, I used to know a bit about the NFL, but I have to admit, like, not so much recently. I lived in the States for a couple of years. Women's Hockey League? In which country? Like, because it's like an acronym like that, I've just sort of assumed it's going to be like America, but maybe it isn't. America, yeah. Oh, now the Cavs. This is going ridiculously well for us. Ridiculously well for us. Blood Bowl Mutt gets the Cavs. I think we just lean on this in a big way now, right? Like, guard in here. Another Wraith in here. Zombo here. 2 dice on the ball. Get the POW. I think we push the sideline. The one thing we don't want is it scattering out to that one. So they can stand firm if we go there. Whereas if we go here, we could stay in front. So let's go here. And pop you in there. That over the ball. Punch that one. Get a full POW because that's the kind of game we're having. Yeah, that's gone quite well, hasn't it? That's gone quite well. We've removed 3 of their players. We have fully surrounded the ball. It's pretty rough for our opponent. See, Ilona Mayher is one I do know. I don't follow rugby at all, but I've seen her because she did amazing in the Olympics, didn't she? Yeah, she was killing it in the Olympics, I remember. She started playing in an English team. That's cool. Rude 1 dice pals on our team. How dare. That's kind of you to say, Alex. I'm really glad you enjoyed the World Cup. Loved doing it. Hope very much they'll ask me to do it again because I had a great time. Fingers crossed. Just a push on this one. We'll stay close. I hope so. I really hope so. Yeah. The feedback was really great. We've had lots of great feedback from people who watched, and the feedback from the organisers is great as well. So I'm hopeful, but we will find out closer to the time, I'm sure. But yeah, it was really, really great. And thank you, Meth, for your fun drawings that we got to share during it as well. Those were great. So we can punch here, and if we knock down, we can get that hit there. So let's try that first. In fact, no, because we can use the wolf anyway, so let's do that first. And then we can go 2 into 2 on that. Might as well do that. The pal. We make this a 3 dice now. Strength 4, 5. Yeah, we can. So make this a 3 dice. Lovely. Another armor break because we're being rude. I think I should have done that before. Sure hands pick up for the rain. Makes it. Didn't even need sure hands. Off we trot. Roll another full power on their blotch. Wow. This has been a bit of a dicing, hasn't it? This has been a bit of a dicing. Sorry to our opponent, this can't be that much fun. They have actually rolled quite well on their blocking dice, to be fair. Their 1 dice have caused a few knockdowns. But, yeah. That's all they can do because they're missing half their team. Poor things. Rolls a skull this time. Into a skull. Ugh. Have that. Yes, we can. No, we can't. Do we try to force the ball onto the wolf here? Wolf has already got blood, but I guess we're still saving for more on the wolf, right? Like, do the ghouls... And the ghouls only got sure hands. Getting it blocked would not be a bad thing. Like, the wolf has kind of got skills now, but I guess wouldn't be bad to start getting that towards Mighty Blow. It's kind of the most important player after... Really, we should be trying to get on the flesh golems with it going as well as this. They're just kind of far away. Oh, that scattered back? Okay, incredible. I didn't even notice. It just scattered back onto the ogre dungeon. I guess the ogre dungeon really wants to score. I'd really like to hand off to the wraith, but apparently that's not possible. That's what I'd actually like to do. It's crazy, like, how quickly the necromantic have started to feel very different. Like, the first few games in this team felt pretty rough, right? Like, they didn't have a lot of stuff going on. Knur, thank you so much for the raid. Welcoming Knur viewers. Hope you've had a wicked Friday night. You have arrived to see us, unfortunately, absolutely dicing this poor Imperial Nobility team with our necromantic. Feeling a tiny bit bad about it. But yes, we have done a bit of a number on them so far. Dwarven, you're enjoying my goblin run on YouTube? That's awesome. Glad to hear that. There's actually about to be another goblin run on YouTube, because I think the goblin run you're referring to is probably the Rebel Clan one. And I have had a really fun time doing the goblins on Arena recently as well, so I'm about to upload that soon. So there's going to be so much goblin content on my YouTube channel. Do check it out if you're not already, everybody. Exclamation mark YouTube if you want links. One more KO. I think we just score, because I think we can score again this half with this many removals. So I think rather than mess around trying to hand off 21, take a touchdown, see if we can get another one. But yeah, I hope you had a fun stream tonight, Claire. And Blood Bowl is treating you well. Certainly treating us well right now. Wow. So they're down 2 bodyguards and 2 retainer linemen. They've got 2 bodyguards left. Still got the thrower and a couple of the blitzers. We are on a full 11 with even a bench to spare. So yeah, I reckon we've got a decent chance to try and score again this half, don't we? Deep kick like that certainly helps. And a solid defence as well. Wow, brutal. Poor dog boy. This is pretty rough. 4. So we'll go 1, 2, and 3, 4, I think. Go 1 and 2, 3, and 4. Work even better if that guard, but doing pretty okay. Yeah, they've had a pretty rough first few turns. Yeah, poor nubs. It's been a bad day for the nubs. It's really like nothing has gone wrong for us or well for them, to be honest. It's astonishing to me how popular Imperial Nobility are, considering they're just playing awful to play. See, I kind of love Imperial Nobility. Like, I like playing them sometimes, but it is like, you have to accept they are just worse than a lot of teams. Like, and I say that, like, we've just been talking about the World Championships. Nobility won the World Championships. They did, that just happened. Like, really recently. So, Nob's OP, that's what Dimmy G says. But yeah, they are, unfortunately, despite that, worse than most teams. Oh, did you nearly win that tournament, Hex? Must have been someone pretty cool who stopped you. Must be someone who was just like super, super good at basketball to stop you then. Someone beat you on tiebreakers? Was she like just like one of those people who you meet and you're like, wow, this person's like so cool and awesome? Was it that sort of person? Oh, I didn't pay attention. They say I'd wrestle, I should incise it. Should have incisive on that one. But it's fine. All right. So we'll stand up our guard. And we'll put that in there. And we will get you up. We could actually base with a wolf here. Maybe we try and do that at the end of the turn. I reckon we do that 2 into 2 first. We might be able to surf it with the zombie. Oh, not with those dice, we can't. Probably not worth a reroll. Little sad. Would have liked to get that surf, but don't think I can justify a reroll on it. Wrestle it there instead. You there. Might do that at the end of the turn, so let's do this first. Nice. Let's see if we can trap that one in there. We're not spending a reroll on this, so can stack him. Yep, that's looking pretty bad for them, isn't it? That's the thing, they can slow a team down just enough to get them a turn 8 touchdown and only use 3 or 4 posting it. They are genuinely, I think, like a good defensive team. Like, they're one of the hardest teams to play offense against if you don't get removals. The problem is they're not actually high armor and they're not good at disengaging. So if you just get based up on them, which is where you can get really slowed down, as long as you roll some powers, you've got a decent chance to start removing them. If like, I wonder if like the hard, try hard meta for nobility is to just like not add any skills to them at all. Cheeky one, dice power now, cool. Not add any skills to them at all, but then just save up all your SVP to put armor plus on everyone. Because like make the bodyguards armor 11 plus, and they're probably really good. Like they don't need skills. Guard is nice, but like just make them armor 11 plus, and they're just going to be like in the way. And like double armor up on the linemen would make them good. The problem is it would take you forever to get double armor up on the linemen, but like yeah, maybe just like putting double armor up on them is the actual secret. That has dodge, so we're not doing that. Yeah, I mean, guard is so good on them as well, to be fair. To be fair, you're not wrong about that. Okay. What are we doing here? We could double rush here to get 2 dice, but actually be better if we could that one in. It's only one rush. Yeah, that works. Save ourselves a rush. Now we can actually go in front. So it goes 2 into 2, which is way better. Get the knockdown. Could score, but all that does is give them an extra line of scrimmage, so I reckon we go over here. But it was 2 rushes, Thuzel, so I did 1 to save 2. I think, unless I miscounted. I thought it was 2 from there. I traded 1 rush and a block for 2 rushes, was what I thought I did. It's possible I miscounted. It's quite late. And it's Friday. So I wouldn't rule it out. Cheeky dodging and foul appearancing to hit our rave. Make a double rush to base the ball. Jester says I did it correct. I'm trusting Jester because Jester says I was right, and therefore we like Jester's opinion. Let's just take those 2 dice because we can do that without risking too much. Got a reroll. Fine. And then we get our touchdown on Phil the Flash, which is pretty nice. That gets them dodge. Team development going very well. No, it doesn't matter too much with the way we roll. We haven't failed a lot. We really haven't. And our opponent has failed a bunch. So this drive, I think we really need to try to force a touchdown onto a flash goal in because we are 2-0 up. So the game is looking pretty in hand with them being down 4 players. And if we could get a level on Dukes, they can get guard. Oh, sorry, touchdown on Dukes, they can get guard. Probably we do go for Dukes because they're already in range of guard if we get a touchdown, whereas BB Jock would still not have enough even with a touchdown unless they get a Kaz on the line. Jeez, this looks rough, doesn't it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. At least they've got their rerolls back. But yeah, 7 players. Rough. They took a keg as well. They took a keg and they still didn't get their KOs. They got 1 out of 3 with a keg. Yeah, brutal. Brutal game. Not much to say about it. I feel bad, and it's not like, it's always like nice to win, but it's not the most interesting games when they're like this. It's just like, okay, yeah, we smashed everything. Sure hands did stay out, so I guess we try to start carrying on you. No, might as well start carrying on the dodge one. I think we just literally do this because they've got so few players. Hey, Jukes. Aren't you working, Jukes, on a Friday night? Doing pretty good. We've had a good evening of football. Had a very tiring week, but we've had a good evening of football. Best touch enough, you re-won this and someone gets pro. Let's make it the one who's trying to get the ball. Oh, no, they got it. Oh, because they got 2 cheerleaders. Okay, yeah. Fine. Just got home? Nice. Bonk that one. Bonk that one. Bonk this one. Bonk. Get another KO. Make this a 3 dice. I should really have set this up to push on an angle, but I wasn't paying attention. So we could push off there, I guess. Oh, they've got Sandfam set to auto. So we do get the knockdown with the zombie instead. Oh my god. I'm sorry, dog. What a brutal game. It's not even good for us. We wanted it on the flesh golem. Absolutely monstrous. I'm sorry. Just basing things up now because I can, to be honest. There's not really more to it than that. We're just doing things because we can. We let that go. We've got time. Bonk. Yeah, pretty much, Dukes. Yeah, like this is like this is the situation. 3 bodyguards out, 3 linemen out. They had no bench. That means they're on 5 players. We're still on 11. Oh, we gained a zombie as well. So we're actually even got an extra bench. Bunk. Just dodging to the birds. Yeah, fair enough. So, in theory, we want Dukes. Dukes, we want you to score a touchdown this game. Since we're dicing them, we're going to try to get you a touchdown. So, let's move you forward. Big responsibility for you here, Dukes. I believe in you. I believe in you, Dukes. I want you to know that. And remember that when I'm complaining later that you didn't do what I wanted you to. You... Do this first. Get the powers. Get another armor break. Feels like everything is an armor break this game. Do that rush to be in front of him. Professional zombie. It's not an amateur zombie, it's a professional zombie. Vitriolic monkey. More professional than this wolf who can't pick the ball up. Want to get your guard or mighty blow? Probably guard. Probably guard. I think guard is correct, even though it's less exciting. Yeah, it's raining, yeah. It's not super clear, is it? If you zoom in a bit, it shows a bit more. The audio gives it to you a bit. Like if you listen, you can sort of hear the raindrops a bit more. One would think the necromantic folks would enjoy the rain. And yet, rolls a skull on their 1 dice. They've just been rolling 1 dice all game because that's all they've got. It's horrible. It's really not much of a game for our opponent. I'm trying to just like go quickly because like, yeah, it's a league game. It's a league that truthfully, like you've heard me on this one, like it's a league that I think is 1 league too many for me at the moment. So we might just be getting to the end of the season with this team and then parking them. But that makes it feel even worse that we are just in the meantime absolutely high rolling our way through this one. Zunk! How are you, Zunk? How's Football Manager? Hope life is treating you well. And Aardvark as well. Oh my goodness, everyone's coming in. We got 3 dice, can't we? Hope you had a great stream as well, Aardvark. Hope you both had amazing streams. We are, as I've just been saying, absolutely dicing this poor Nick. This poor. Oh, I should have faked it. I should dodge. Don't do it. Oh, it's doing it. No, it's not doing it. Okay. I thought I just misclicked dodge, but apparently it didn't happen. Yeah, we are absolutely dicing an Imperial Nobility team here. And it's a bit grim. However, we cannot pick the ball up. We'll let it go one more turn. Yeah, I wonder if the rain's just like weighing down the bed sheets though. Just although how that affects the wolf. The wolf's just got like slightly soggy fur and it can't see through the soggy fur and pick the ball up. Okay, opponent failed to get the dodge. Should we just try again to get the ball? Probably move some players first. Should probably just keep some players in front of this in case. Not that it even matters if they do get the ball, but on principle, we probably should. I probably distracted by how much the whole team stinks in the rain. Well, most of them probably can't smell though. You would have thought like, you wouldn't have thought that wraiths can even smell particularly, would you? Have they got noses? Come on, Blood Bowl Matt. You failed 3 pickups already. Makes it the 4th try. There you go. And off we go. And then at that point, let's start moving Dukes into a spot where we can try and hand the ball off to Dukes. Kept our rerolls for handing the ball off to Dukes eventually. You could pro it. You could pro it. Does pro it, but gets the same result. I don't think we've actually removed anything for the last few turns, which is a low bar, but it's because they've all been on the floor. I was about to say this half, but I think the death was this half, wasn't it? Yeah, that was the beginning of the half. Dead bodyguard. At least it's a 0 SVP bodyguard. This is one of the things with nobility though, they're tough in any format, but in a non-resurrection format, the bodyguards are just very prone to dying or getting permanent injuries, and they're the ones who you really need. So the thrower is safe now on the valley head. Yeah, like getting those, keeping like players healthy is definitely a problem in like a non-res format for nobility, I think. Okay, it's a wrestle. Just to push for the wolf. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, it's really hard to get the SVP on them because you don't even get as many knockdowns. You can like greed touchdowns on them, right? Because they are edge 3+, but yeah, it's still. Oh, I forgot. You need to be moving forward. That's fine. We got time. I was just thinking, why am I moving you? Why am I moving you backwards? But it's okay. We've got time. Another big pow. Maybe we're even like doing the handoff this turn. Why not try? Why not try? Why not succeed? Just do a casual 5+ handoff without a reroll. That fits how this is going. Another armor break, another removal. So now we're down to just the 3 nobility players. I was about to say 4, it's not even 4. It's looking good for you, Dukes. Looking good for you. I appreciate you catching the ball there. I appreciate you catching the ball. You did a better job than Blood Bowl, Matt. Blood Bowl, Matt needed 4 goes to pick the ball up in the rain, but Dukes, first time, just grabbed it. Oh, the ball. Comes round top for a 1 dice on Vitriolic Monkey, our professional zombie. Got a lot of time for the semi-pro zombies. I have a lot of time for the amateur zombies. We need all of them, but it is exciting to have a professional zombie on the team. Someone who's just really committed their career to being a zombie. We're going to get lots of dice on this bodyguard. We're not going to need them because we're going to roll power right away. And break armor right away. And KO right away. Sure, why not? Wish my dice were this good every game. My goodness. How easy would Blood Bowl be if every game was like this? To be honest with you, I say that. Blood Bowl would very quickly get very boring if every game was like this. You wouldn't actually want to play because there wouldn't be any games. It would just be clicking buttons, not doing anything. Big pow. And then, oops, Dukes goes running off this way. There's no point doing rushes anymore because we're not going to get 2 touchdowns this half, so. Thank you, Meth. Blood Bowl Nut has this completely unreasonable chip on his shoulder about Dancel Saunders, which is, I think it's just straight up jealousy. Like, Dancel cannot help the family he comes from. Dancel happens to come from a family of Blood Bowl tradition. That's not his fault. He works as hard as anybody and plays better than everybody, despite his physical limitations. He's an elf of the people. Oh my god, that was nearly an amazing uphill. Right, you keep moving, Dukes. Because you got to get that score. 3 dice on you. Don't get it. Go 2 into 2 and then we can get another hit with the Wraith. Or we can just power straight away again because that's what we've been doing all game. Get the armor break. Stand there. End the turn. We're not doing fouls because it's just not called for. Dukes, you missed one tonight. We've just had a ZFL game. There will be hopefully one more before I go away because the cup game is going to be quite a tight deadline to do before I leave. But yes, that is not scheduled yet because we're still in this round. But yeah, you can watch the VOD or wait for it to get to YouTube because yeah, unfortunately that was the first thing tonight was ZFL. And no spoilers for you. It was a fun game. It was a fun game. It was a good watch, I think. It was a good watch. I think. I probably should have moved some players back because they couldn't be hit here. I just kind of clicked quickly to try to put Dogboy out of their misery because it's been such a brutal game. just an absolute dicing. Oh, and then the rain suddenly goes. I think that's to represent the brightening of Dog Boy's day now that they can finally stop playing this awful game. Pro fails. Re-rolls the pro with a team re-roll, but then having made pro, the pro then actually doesn't work. Oh my god, what an awful game for poor Dog Boy. Let me message them quickly and say sorry. Poor opponent. Poor opponent. Raven gets the MVP, which is not that exciting for us. Not really got much to do with that one. Just going to screen grab that as well for the admins, which I always forget to do, so let's do it for once. Yeah, so got enough SPP for a level on Dukes. So I think there's pretty much just two options for your second level on a Flesh Golem. I think it's Guard or Mighty Bow. And I think the only real argument for taking Mighty Bow is that if you take Mighty Bow first, you'll probably get to having both Mighty Bow and Guard quicker, because Mighty Bow will obviously like help you get SPP. Whereas if you take Guard first, you might take longer then to get Mighty Bow than the other way around. I think the flip of that argument is like Guard is the skill they really need. So like actually like this is a nice thing to have, but it's like a bonus. Whereas the Guard's the important thing. They're not even like your real blitzing pieces, right? Like your wolves, your blitzing pieces. So I think just get Guard. You really want Guard on them. The team is so much better as the golems and wraiths get the Guard skill. So yeah, that was I think that's the right decision on that one. Fill the flash. I think we do the same as we do on the other wolf. Just get dodge on them. We could save for Mighty Bow, but we've only got one game left this season anyway. I don't know if the team's carrying on anymore beyond this season. So let's take dodge. Dodge is good on them. Plodge wolf's pretty handy. Then we still saving for guard here. Still saving for guard here. I haven't got enough block here, which I think is the obvious choice since that already has sure hands. We could random more skills here, but I think it's probably not worth it because these are currently like really good value for 50,000, both like with a good skill. So I actually think these don't want anything else. They're kind of perfect. So yeah, that's where that team is, I think. That was disgustingly savage, this golly. Yeah, it was. That was my absolute most one-sided dicing I think I've had of someone in a while. But yes, that is a pretty good looking necro team. It's been an interesting journey with the necromantic team. Like I said at the beginning, I didn't know what I was doing with them, and the first few games did feel really rough. But actually, even with those first few games feeling really rough, we've got 6 wins and 2 draws, no losses, and now the team feels very solid. Like getting the second wolf and then getting like these skills on them, which happened really quickly. Like once we finally could afford wolves, because we had a game with I think like 1 ghoul and no wolves, but once we finally could afford wolves, actually like adding SVP on them happened very quickly. It helped that we played like 3 games in this division against halflings, to be fair. That definitely helped. Yeah, the golems have done well as well. Freezing Star is probably the only piece that I feel like is really lacking at this point, because it's just because you can't force anything on them. Like you just like need Freezing Star to get lucky and get some Kaz, or like at this point just like the MVP. But yeah, that was game number 8, I guess, of the UKBBL Necro penultimate game of the season. We've got 1 more left to do before I head off on my trip, so should be working out just right on that, the season ending in time. So if you're watching on YouTube and you've enjoyed this necro run, please do hit that like and subscribe.